closing deals to opening minds. This is the Mr. Deed Podcast. I'm Omar Andreasen, and we're about to get real about real estate, success, and the grit that it takes to build your best life. Let's dive on in. Welcome to another episode of the Mr. Deed Podcast. I'm excited about this one today, especially if you need some organization when it comes to your business. And I'm talking to all you real estate agents out there who are horrible at organization and paperwork. Today, we have the one and only Jalynn Craig. So Jalynn's actually one of the top real estate transaction coordinators and entrepreneurs. She's actually known for helping real estate agents across the United States, not only Florida, not only New Jersey, wherever you're at in the US, you need to make sure to reach out to her. Okay. So now helping her, mind you, having her on your team, she's going to help you close more deals with less stress. Okay. And especially, so the name of her company is called Elite Closing Solutions, and she has exceptional client service. Okay. Project management as well, and operational excellence. She's actually made her one of the top trusted transaction coordinators behind the scenes, and she's best, especially when it comes to your real estate business. And what, you have over a decade of experience, right? And you specialize in full contracts to close management, listing coordination, compliance tracking, and directly helping agents just boost their monthly closing and client satisfaction. Is there anything that I missed?
Well, you seem to have got it covered. The decade experience definitely comes from being a sales expert in the beauty industry. That's my background. That's where it all started. So basically what I did was see an opportunity in real estate, which I love, and apply those mechanisms to this industry. Has been very fulfilling for me. It's been very fun. It's been a learning experience because as I teach some of my mentees and I show them exactly my formula on how to provide great customer service, client retention, and maximize your day. It's been a great experience, and I wouldn't trade it for anything.
I love that. So we're just going to dive right into it and let's go. So one of the things I want to know is, why are transaction coordinators essential when it comes to the real estate process?
I always say this, that transaction coordinators are definitely like underdogs because nobody really knows. It's like one of those things that's like a kept secret. So I'm here to talk about why transaction coordinators are important, but also bring some exposure to this industry because it's very limited in people's knowledge of what a TC is unless you're actually in the business. And it's very lucrative as long as you have like great customer relationships and you're working speedily. One of the things that I offer that's different from everybody else is that my windows are open from 7 days a week, from 9 to 5. And a lot of people don't offer that. But I found out that real estate agents do work on the weekends. So I wanted to come into the game different and available so that people can see my niche and understand that I'm here for them, and we're going to make the most out of your transactions and your contracts, your listings, whatever it is that you have. If you need contract writing, things like that, because people are super busy, especially real estate agents. I find them to be a little bit all over, but organized in a way. So I definitely wanted to reel them in that aspect.
No, and I love that. And I love that you actually work the real estate hours as well, because there's going to be times that certain things need to get done. And let's say if I'm in the car and we're coming to a time crunch, or maybe I just heard something from the lender and I want to make sure the escrow is protected, then it's one of those, I'm in the car right now, I can't really look at it. Hey, Jalynn, quick question. Do you know when the contract ends when it comes to the loan contingency, for example? Yeah, I love that. So how can you relieve stress for real estate agents?
Definitely, I found that being available for them has been a game changer, and they almost become vulnerable. Hey, I have this going on. I love that because the purpose of being a transaction coordinator is solving problems and crunching deadlines. So relieving stress just by being available, by being understanding, and also having boundaries and knowing Like, for instance, this is how I work, so it's fast for you. So I need you to work like this as well. So those are some of the things that I've experienced a lot. And people more than likely, when they love what you provide and love what you do, they're definitely going to adhere to those things that you need. Sure.
No, yeah, I completely agree. And I would say this, guys, if you're listening right now, especially if you're a real estate agent and you always think you can do it on your own, I would say no, that can't happen. It's definitely you need somebody like Jalynn by far on your team to help you get to that next level because we are horrible at paperwork. We're really good at talking and meeting new people, but when it comes to organization, we're we're the worst at it. And why not bring on someone on your team like Jalynn, who's not that expensive at all, and only gets paid if the transaction closed, so then you make money as well. But then at the same time, let's say, and you can also pass on that you can charge a transaction coordinating fee or admin fee to your client as well. So then that can help absorb that fee that you might have to pay Jalynn. But at the end of the day, it's about a smooth transaction going through. So definitely you need to make sure that you guys add her to your team. I would say
And
this,
they
who's go ahead.
can actually find me on Socialite Sales. I actually offer a free mini course on how to market yourself and show up for your ideal client. It's completely free. You just go in, type in your email, ring it out, and then it's yours right in your inbox in your email. Socialite Sales on Instagram give you a free mini course on how to show up as your best self to find your ideal client for transaction coordinators, real estate agents, mortgage loan officers, brokers, anything that you're doing in the industry, this is for everybody. And that's what I love about sales and marketing. It can be for any niche.
Definitely have those links down below. I gotta ask, who inspired you to get into this real estate journey?
It's been something that I've considered for a while and I always found intriguing and love to talk to people who are in real estate business, primarily wholesale investors, things like that. Not too much real estate agency projects. I really like to focus on wholesale and investment. So one of those people that I definitely look up to, she's actually born and raised in Louisiana. Her name is Jalynn Smith, and she's been in the game for a long time and actually has a property challenge that she does every year that I definitely love to attend. And I think she's just a mogul. She's great. She's a multimillionaire and she helps other people learn how to invest their time and get the right people on your team to invest with you. And also the spiritual side of it, just being in tune and discerning about who you're going to work with because your first big win could be your first big mistake, right? So any hidden opportunity or anything that doesn't match with your laurels, she definitely teaches people not to just jump into the deal, but be wise about it. And that's what I love about her teachings.
I love that. And you said she does a property challenge?
Yeah, property challenge. So she does this like every year, and real estate investors, whether doing it for a long time or just getting started, come together and they talk. And she has guest speakers that talk about business laws, how to get your first big deal, going from 1 to 100, teaching you mindset, teaching you soul, how to overcome, how to show up as your best self, everything.
Interesting. Okay. And that's in Louisiana, you say, huh?
She's actually based, she's worldwide, but she does the property challenges different places around the United States, but she's based in Louisiana. Yes.
Okay. That's awesome. All right. And she's the one who inspired you to that real estate journey.
Yeah, like definitely catapulting into it for sure.
That's awesome.
100%. She's great.
I love that. All right. So now when it comes to transaction coordinating, what are and I'm sure you have stories. So I want to hear probably one of the worst things that you encountered and how did you solve that?
I would say something as far as like a challenge. Basically, when I have to turn over a listing in 24 hours and the real estate agent is like lagging behind on sending the information, but they want it done quick. And because they took a while to pass me the information, it was like getting things done. So my mindset is always like you command your mind to focus. So it's something that you have to practice to teach your mind discipline, right? So we have so many distractions. So with something like that, it's not a huge problem for me to solve, but it's definitely something that's okay, not my ideal situation. However, I focus on commanding my mind to stay on the task ahead and to just get it done and get it out the way. Whenever something happens, whenever I get an email, whenever I get a text, I'm on it, I'm on it, I'm on it. Because the faster, the better. And always, too, the early bird gets the worm, not just in a sense of waking up early, but getting on top of your task, even when that person has become behind. Then they love you. So it's like turning a negative into a positive because they know that they're behind. You know that they're behind, but you're like, I'm not going to complain. I'm just going to do it. So situations like that are like bad for me. I don't like them, but they happen and it is what it is. So you just got to deal with it head on.
No, that makes sense. So you actually, so let's say, for example, we have a new listing coming in, and then what, you actually input all the information in the MLS?
All the information in MLS, the super box, reorganizing the pictures, captioning the pictures for the listing, using big amazing words to market the product and that property itself, and just getting everything organized and waiting for the approval of the signatures. So it's pretty easy, but like I said, it's something that most real estate agents expect to be done in 24 to 48 hours after
Yeah.
you get the information. And you know that.
No, I do. Unfortunately, sometimes I've been some of those.
Yeah,
So
you're like, oh wait, I feel seen.
sadly to say, sadly to say. And as far as and what as when it comes to the back office, because every real estate company uses some kind of back office form or something that has to be done. Tell me, are you and your team trained to do that? Because every state's going to be different. So are you guys trained to do that? And just dive a little bit deeper into that for us.
Our company is really close knit, and so we have everyone that's pretty much trained in all 50 states. So that's a plus. And then everyone's just so hands on. If there's a question or something that somebody needs to know or needs help or advice, even I've seen even people recommend laptops to other people because they're so nice and generous. So I love that about our team. And that basically helps solve a lot of problems and things that come about.
Okay. So you guys are dot loop, sky slope. I don't know if there's anything else out there that people use.
Commands.
Okay, command. So you're pretty much, you guys are familiar with anything and everything. You guys have done it all. So it doesn't matter what state, what real estate company they're with, you know how to go on that back end
And
and
yes, and
communicate
that's
through.
what makes us so unique because some transaction companies definitely limit themselves to their state or just maybe another state, like the neighbor state, like for instance, Georgia, Florida, New York, New Jersey, things like that. So you want to make sure that you're offering as much as you can to expand, and the focus is always to make money, right? So if
Yeah.
we can get everybody from everywhere, and also we have like different channels and different warranty programs for people that work with real estate agents, and we have different merges with other companies to make transaction coordination faster for them. It's just amazing. I love it. I just think that it's just like a nice flowing river.
Okay. Trying to think of like the issues that I've dealt with going through that, kind of get your insight. And Omar, great question. This is how me and my team dealt with it. For example, you know what? Let's say I'm in the car. In fact, this just happened yesterday. I'm in the car and
Mhm.
I just find out now that we have to hurry up and cancel a contract because the loan has just been denied. And literally, we were on the last day of his loan contingency. Is that something that if I just pick up the phone or whoever's using your services that like Omar, yep, no worries. We understand that this is a time of the essence matter. Is that something that you guys can easily do and knock out?
So yeah, I think that that's very like surprising for it to be canceled, and it's just like that crunch time right there. But automatically, I'm thinking like, okay, let's call some more loan officers to see if we can get another loan elsewhere, depending on the situation, though. Too, was it like a bad credit check, or was it just like it just fell through? Something happened time wise, paperwork didn't get sent. It's a little bit more detail on that, but definitely we never tell anyone no. It's always, let me check that for you. Let's see how we can work together. And if you show that initiative to help the agent and the person that's buying and they know that you're on it, they're going to continue to work with you and continue to search for you and to recommend you. So even something like that, depending on whatever the circumstance turns out to be, we're definitely going to be hands-on about it and be upfront about it, and definitely never tell you no. So always yes.
Okay. No, I love that because to me, in my opinion, my transaction coordinator needs to be there. And I think you hit the nail on the head. We don't like saying no, but at the same time, there are times that we have to say no because we're also very transparent with our clients. And sometimes we'll tell them like, listen, I understand, but here's the pros, here's the cons, and I agree with this. Let's just take a back seat for a second and let's regroup here in a year,
Absolutely.
6 months, whatever. And I think, and for me, whenever I need something quickly to get done, and what I mean by that is paperwork. So, hey, Jalynn, I need you and your team to craft up a cancellation of contract on this client. Here's the file. Please shoot that out. I'm in the car right now and I don't have my laptop on me. Is that something you can do? Or even when it comes to, let's say I just left a listing appointment, they want to go ahead and list at X, this, that, and the other. Or is it, so I guess the question would be too, is that, is there a form when it comes to usually listing, the transaction coordinators always need something, they need a form filled out. But if it's something that they want to do now, is it something we can just pick up the phone, tell you the details real quick over the phone, so then you can write it down or get it done on there? Is that something that you guys
Yeah,
offer as
so
well?
one of my clients, she's definitely always on the go. She sends me voice notes, and I love that because I can actually type while she's talking. But yeah, and just also to talk about if you ever needed a contract, something like really quick, we're on it because how we work is in groups. We have a marketer, we have someone who specializes in listings, and we have someone that specializes in contract to close. So we're all three in our own group chat and in our own email chat talking and like checking off the list, of everything that needs to be done. So it's not just one person, it's three people. So we work together. Someone wants to go on vacation and you need something quick like that. We have the marketer. Hey, can you do this? Everybody knows how to do everything, but we have people who specialize in certain things to get it done quicker and get it done faster for that particular problem or issue. So yeah, we work together in groups and we like to merge off and have our separate group chats. And also we have a team group. So everyone's like pretty hands-on. It's all about unity and teamwork. That terminology, teamwork, makes the dream work is the ultimate phrase because it's so true.
Love that. And as far as training, would you guys go a little bit into that? Meaning, yeah, Omar, we train every single month or every other week or what it is, because I think training, even now, real estate agents who don't educate themselves or don't do any of the training because are really being left behind because especially now, because laws and rules are always changing no matter what state you are. So being with that being said, are you guys making sure that you and your team are following, okay, guys, we got to do a new training on X because this just came out in the state of Florida?
Absolutely. So we have every Friday a team meeting, and every Wednesday we have a like brand image class because your image is going to be your business in real estate and anything sales wise. So yes, we have those merger companies that come and talk with the team. We have guest real estate agents who are moguls who do things they do crazy things with houses and real estate. So we have people come and talk with us every Friday. It's great for motivating. But we also I host a class every week and we talk about selling yourself and how to show up as your best self, high ticket sales, how to close people on cold calls, how to follow up, how to talk about yourself. And it was so crazy because a lot of real estate agents do get lackadaisical in their approach with marketing themselves, and they just get in this headspace where I'm going to always have this money. But anytime you're in sales, anytime you're trying to convince someone to go take out a loan, to spend money, thousands of dollars, to stress themselves out for something amazing, you have to have a game plan. And a lot of real estate agents, they do get dry and their approach because they're so used to having consistent customers. But I start off every class making everyone talk about who they are. We have the weekly challenges. Go up to 5 people while you're running errands at the post office, at the grocery store, picking your kids up from school, and tell them about what you do. Get comfortable talking about yourself. I think a lot of people have made it a negative thing to talk about yourself, but it's not negative when you're talking to people to create an opportunity and to network. You should always be networking when you're an entrepreneur, real estate agent, cultivating business, trying to get new leads, always marketing yourself, always talking about yourself, always speaking things into existence is very important. And that's one of the things that we like to hone in on so that real estate agents can have a new, fresh, innovative way on how to retain clients and also how to gain new clients. And also, even if you're overloaded with clients, it's nothing to continue to market yourself and pass it on because that's good teamwork. That's good energy. That's good vibes. That's cultivating a workspace of money and helping and working together. So I think it's always good to stay innovative and stay up to date with a lot of the things on social media too, as well.
No, I love that. Yeah. And especially now AI. AI is taking over a lot of different spaces. So no, and I love that. So you should be it's I guess with the real estate agent, what you not only the real estate agent, I guess if you're an entrepreneur, period, it's not the same. The game is completely changed now with AI. It's like you have to be educated and well-rounded through AI, through social media. Like you said, you have to put yourself out there. The game of, oh, things would just naturally come, or I just advertise in one space, etc. That I think those days are done. You really, like you said, you have to be well-rounded. You have to put yourself out there. You have to use all these different platforms because people are that's what they're looking for. They're looking for somebody, for one, those platforms will help you connect with that person.
Absolutely.
And then from there, that hopefully once you connect, then they choose you. And you know what? And my wife does this all the time. My wife is, I'm like, what are you doing? I'm like, I'm Facebook stalking somebody or social media stalking somebody. And I'm like, what? And I'm like that's what happens though when you're trying to choose a real estate agent or whatever it is, that company that you might be owning, because at the end of the day, that person wants to know who they're getting in bed with, possibly, right? So no, so I love that you brought that up. I thought that was amazing. So when it comes to, let's go ahead and now we'll start finishing up a little bit. But when it comes to transaction coordinating itself, what would you say is, Omar, this is the reason why you need to hire us and add us to your team?
I love the fact that we're so close. That's one thing that I love about our group. We're so close and everyone's so helpful. It's not everyone eats by themselves type of deal. It's let's work on this together. Let's collaborate. That's why we have the fastest service, the super fast service for everyone. That's the most important thing. And also how we regulate our business and automate our business through our new innovative technologies. We're always coming out with something new, always changing our email space, always doing something different, merging with different companies, like I've mentioned so much during this whole time, because that's so important, is merging with different companies, like different loan offices, because we want to be a hub. We want to be a hub of just having everything real estate underneath one business, because it's not just transaction coordinating. You have people who are interested in becoming a real estate agent. 2 people on the team just got their real estate agent license. So it's not just stopping there. We're always innovating. We're always trying to find new business. We're always trying to do new things. We have groups. We have outings and events. We just had an outing, I think, in Georgia. It was like a little mini conference for real estate agents and transaction coordinators, and some sponsorships that we had. So little by little, taking this small company, making it big. And like I said, we've been in business over 10 years, and we have so many different merger companies, so we can automate business and make everything faster for you. And I would say that, to answer your question, is that we have the speed that everyone needs. So that's what sets us apart, because that's what we need. We need to work fast and efficiently. We're not wasting time sitting around twirling our fingers. We're trying to make it happen and get and rotate always. That's our main thing.
Love that. Love that speed. Yeah, speed and communication by far definitely needed in the transaction coordinating world. Jalynn, listen, I just wanted to say thank you so much. And guys, if you're a real estate agent out there, you need to reach out to Jalynn. Her contact details are going to be below. Follow her on her Instagram, her YouTube. So make sure that you guys reach out to this amazing lady and her company. And you know what? Especially, you have to make sure that somehow you bring on a good TC, leverage out your business a little bit, and why not use her? So I just want to thank you again for your time. Definitely learned a lot. Thank you again.
This is Omar Andreasen signing off and reminding you that success in real estate and in life is built one deed at a time. Until next time, keep it real, stay sharp, and don't forget to give life a big whammo and keep moving forward.